Creek is a-flowing. So is our mini river. It has been rain, rain, rain. Non-stop rain. So, welcome back to another Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. It's Monday, Memorial Day, so I know some folks out there, say Happy Memorial Day. Others do not. But just know that it has nothing to do with the veterans. Yes and no. It's not Veterans Day, right? Normally you'll go out and you'll thank a veteran, right? And I've even talked about that on the main channel with part 2 of the pig pen. So if you guys have missed out on that, definitely get over there, check that out. If you're new here, well, thank you. Well, welcome aboard to the journey. This is just our side channel to the main channel, Ivy's Family Factotum. And basically that's all I really do. I just come in here and talk about some stuff, occasional sea story maybe, and some behind the scenes. Always get a chance to see Miss Giggles in the morning. Morning, Giggles. White chicks are back there too. All the chickens are out. Well, they didn't come out this weekend because we had a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms. You can hear the creek in the background just going like crazy. Come over here, take a quick peek at the pond. So I was actually talking to one of my brothers from another mother this morning. Actually one of my Canadian friends that we've known each other via Facebook or YouTube or whatnot for a very long time. He's been, I want to say, in the top 100 of the first subscribers, probably even less than that. I'd have to go back and look, but I know he's followed me for a very long time, even back when it was just me doing the blacksmithing stuff. And if you're to go, even though we've never met in person, like if you were to go and actually look at his picture, which I might even try to throw it in, love you, brother, but we could probably actually be brothers. Just saying, as so some of those the features, whatnot, right? I mean, we look pretty close the same. So, with that being said, and that's why I say brother from another mother, right? Because we're not related, but we probably could be. So, with that being said, we were talking about, rain and stuff. And, he's like, man, I thought it was drier there. I was like, no. I was like, this part of the world, this part of the United States, because like I said, he's from Canada. We average 50 inches of rain per year. 50 inches of rain per year. Oh, you're coming with a walk with me? Okay. I just come down and look at the creek. Come on. So, 50 inches of rain per year, right? That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. So, for the folks that do not get that or do not see that, right? That's a lot of water. So, yeah, that's the reason why, we started getting growth, just uncontrollable, growth of all this stuff. And then obviously, we're going to get some of the bigger things, a lot of vines, a lot of the trees. That's why a lot of this stuff, is green. We get a lot of the, some of the different, I forgot the name of that weed, but the deer love this stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of leave it. Because I got some more up there, right? But yeah, we're still going through. I know, right? Tell them. What do you think? So, yeah, he was actually pretty surprised. Like, man, I don't understand how y'all can do that. Well, I mean, you take the wet days with the dry days, and just during this time of season, it's a lot more wet than it is dry. And then we get to do it all over again not as bad. Towards the end of fall, towards the end of fall, we get two rainy seasons. So spring, it just seems like this season though was on that upper end scale of the average, way above average, in my opinion. So it's kind of throwing stuff back, right? Obviously, we want to be able to work on the driveway. We want to be able to work on this driveway. We want to be able to work on, a parking area, getting pads done so we can move these sheds. Just a lot of stuff that I need to be able to bring equipment in. And talking on that, right, is I've already reached out. So we've had one guy that's has worked with the community and stuff. I think he actually broke down over at David's place that one time. And I've reached out, to some of these guys, even the guy that had already been here to do the house pad to help with that, right? I've reached out to both of them just via a text message, right? I haven't tried calling, but just via text. I that is my preferred method of communication, and I've already talked to both of them via that mode of communication, so they should have already had my number, right? And seen that communication that we had via text, if they saved it. And just asking for a quote to come in for some of these things, or saying, hey, if you're not too busy. And crickets, nothing. I got nothing back. So right now I'm looking, right? We're looking, we're looking for quotes to get some work done, right? Because I don't know how much of a budget I need to acquire until I get some quotes. So I need a dozer operator. That's what I need. I need a dozer operator. Now, if I need to do the whole kit and caboodle to where I'll hire one person, that can bring in a tractor, a dozer, and a dump truck for, actually building the pads or doing all that stuff, to just be able to get that done, and driveway work and getting all that stuff done, then okay. Then that's fine. Just give me the one lump sum. Like, all right, well, I want to do this project, this project, this project. Break it up into 3s or 4s or all together, tell me what's it going to cost. But that's what I'm looking for. So anybody, in the central west portion of Arkansas, right? We're in Scott County. So if you know of anybody, then send them our way. I'm looking for quotes right now. I'm going to come up here, play in the water. And it's starting to rain, so I guess we'll start to head back. I'll let you play for a little bit. Normally, Mommy comes out, Miss Gladys comes out to give her a walk every day. Yucky, I just saw that. You pooped in the water. Yeah, I saw it. They saw it too. But this is one of the things I want to fix, right? Obviously, we have an issue with the driveway because this whole side, right? That whole ditch on the side, drainage ditch, needs to be reestablished. Well, sure, I can come out here and do it with a shovel. That's all I got. So it'd be a lot faster with the dozer. But just, being able to put a crown back on the road and start bringing in materials for that. But the biggest thing, right, our biggest thing that we're trying to get done this year is getting these 2 sheds moved, right? Getting the playhouse moved to where I want it to be and getting the other shed moved to where I want it to be, right? That's going to be the YouTube studio / all right, lead the way. Let's go. Normally going back, she wants to be in the front. All right, go on. I'm following you. Good girl. All right, don't walk too fast though. So, yeah, with that, we want to get these sheds put in place and get them off, get everything off of that concrete slab, so we can start cleaning up this whole area, that whole area, right? Those are some of the big projects that we're trying to do, and fingers crossed, you know, that all the stuff's. Yep. Thanks for leaving me. Bye. You're silly. I'm not gonna walk that fast. Yeah. Well, she's in a hurry to get back. I'm not, so. All right, but that's what we got going on. Anybody that's out there, you know, like I said, it is Memorial Day. We do say Happy Memorial Day. We celebrate the lives, you know, of our fallen veterans. And even though, you know, they gave that ultimate sacrifice, that's what today ultimately is about, is remembering the fallen. And that's it. It has nothing to do with the living veterans. So, yep, definitely, you know, celebrate their life and all those things. It's fine. You know, we don't mind folks saying Happy Memorial Day, because even though it is remembering the dead, remembering the fallen, is we're also remembering their life, right? And the sacrifices that they made to support our country. So, Happy Memorial Day, y'all. But with that, also get out there and thank a veteran, a living one, every chance that you get, because they also made a lot of sacrifices. And don't only do that on Veterans Day, right? Which is at the end of the year. So, all right, y'all. Be good to one another. See you later.